What's good, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got an amazing show for y'all today. The weekend is over. The week is here. We got so much to cover, so much to talk about. So many things happen over the weekend. We're going to get our weeks nice and ready and intentional. We'll make sure this week starts off fire. And we're going to bring it to y'all again. Welcome to another episode of Zen AM.
Morning ritual for people who think
Zenny.
deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM.
Start off with some breath work.
That's right, y'all. That is right. It is Monday, July 13th. Did you mute yourself?
Oh no, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it's July 13th, y'all. Welcome to another beautiful, beautiful day. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Daria and DTB, Brooks, and we vibing, y'all. We are vibing. It's Monday.
Vibing.
Did the weekend even happen? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Time has gone by fast, but we're gonna get it in, man. It's gonna be a nice, intentional week. I wanna do some breath work. Feel like it's something we haven't done in a while. I want to tap back in. Mondays is a good day to get it in, because it's like we starting our week. So let's go ahead and get into some breath work, y'all. Get up, sit up nice and straight. Roll those shoulders. I'm gonna start. This is the time we get to set our week, what we want to accomplish. What energy we want to take into the week, be intentional about it. What goals we want to accomplish, what feelings do we want to have. I'm getting into this whole thing of life programming, and we'll talk about that later. Deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. Release. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Deep breath in. Hold it. Release. One more. Deep breath in. Hold it. Deep in. Hold it. Release. Ross and Claus.
Ross and Claus. Good night. Good night. Good night to Email Prosper.
Yeah. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. What's up, everybody? How was everybody's weekend? Put it in the chat. How was everybody's weekend? What y'all do this weekend? I ain't even reading that. Just so you know, I ain't even reading that. How was your weekend, man?
Weekend was good, man. Had to get my car repaired. That took a nice 2-day.
That was 2 days?
Ishmagish, yeah, because the first day he sanded it, but I think he was rushing on the paint, and the paint started dripping. So he had to come back the following day. You got to watch people. You can't. He came to my house. I was just like sitting down on the couch in my garage, just making sure everything was done correctly. And he did a good job. It was a little mistake that I did on my end, but he gonna come up and fix that. So
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm happy my car is back. I couldn't have it looking like that this early. It ain't even been a year yet, and somebody already backed into my car. I don't know if it was an Elon stand. My apologies. I didn't have Sentry mode on my car, so it's a learning lesson for me.
So how does it look now?
It looks damn good.
It
looks damn good. Yeah. I mean, it's as close as it's gonna get to factory. The next step would be replacing that whole panel. So he was able to pull the dent out. He was able to get that contour line over the wheel trim back. And the color match was perfect. It takes three days for the paint to cure. And then I can start the washing and things like that.
Has it been 3 days? So it's already looking how it's gonna look because he just came Friday, right?
Came Friday, but he had to redo it on Saturday. So about today or tomorrow for sure. But yeah, the blend is crazy. I'm gonna send you a picture, man. The blend work is crazy.
Yeah.
Did a good
That's dope,
job,
man. Yeah, if anybody that don't know, DTB was just chilling, came out and seen a big old dent inside of his whip. So, we've been in communication about that and glad that you was able to get that taken care of. I see Aunt Pam had a tattoo party.
What? And I ain't get invited?
You had a tattoo party?
Dang, Aunt Pam, that's crazy. And I just talked to you this week. Last week. I didn't even know that. It's about time for me to get some new ink too.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Man, I'm glad you said it's about time for me too. I think I'm gonna have a tattoo party. My tattoo artist was talking about flying in the KC this month.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fire, man.
He came out here before.
Uh-huh.
And that's where he started working on my sleeve here.
Yeah.
So this was 7 hours right here. And then I flew to Cali and then we did some more. So that was 3.5 hours. And then the other was 3.5 hours. So
what's the longest? What's the longest you think you can do a tattoo like standing for?
I mean, 7.5 was pretty long.
Yeah.
That was nonstop. I mean, we took a little breaks, but that was 7.5. That was one session. And then then 3.5. 3.5 was at the shop. Then I went and did another 3.5 at the shop. And then and I said, I'm cool for a while. I'm gonna let this go and settle. They got the whole new trend of getting put to sleep. You seen that?
Yeah, I ain't a fan of that.
They have multiple artists working on you at one time. You're not a fan of that?
Nah, you cheating, man.
Is it?
Yeah, you going to sleep one person, you waking up a new different person.
Right.
I mean, if you into that, and I'm not a fan of the numbing cream too, because I feel like we already cheating, not getting the tattoo done how it used to be back in the day when they had the hammer and using the
They
ink.
do that still, and
yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
So it's like you can at least take the little pain that they gave you.
Yeah. I mean, you're still gonna be in pain, right? Yeah. You're still gonna be in pain when you wake up. You ever seen how they wake up in terrible pain, shaking and stuff? Because I think they I don't know if they put you under anesthesia, but I know in Thailand right now it's a big trend to go out there and get sleeves and whole backs done, and the aftermath be you could get ink poisoning.
Really?
Yeah. So you got to be careful with the amount of work that you get at one time. So you got to be real careful, but getting a full blast of the whole leg, the whole arm, you mess around and get some ink poisoning.
Wow. And now they got the new trends of the tap out sessions. Well, I'm pretty sure that was it's probably always been a thing where it's like, see how long you can go on one session straight. I think the most I done was like 5. Oh, you ain't never? Oh man, they call it the tap out special, 900.
For real?
If you pay $900, you get as many tattoos and say, all right, that's enough. That's why I was asking you how long.
Your body?
Yeah, from whatever part of your body. You pay one fee. But it's one day, so you can't come back. It's one setting.
I do that.
You do that.
So I got these two done one day. I got this on one day, and then literally the next day I went and got this. So I had to sit with this fresh tattoo like this while I was getting that done.
Got you.
So I think I can handle it. I mean, tap out, because the trick is don't do it all on one area. I'm gonna mess around and get the leg done. I'm gonna mess around and get the chest done, and I'm gonna get the arm done. Yeah. That's the trick.
That's the
when
trick.
you're going over the same spot. I'm starting the 75 hard, y'all.
Oh,
today's day one. Yeah, today's day one. So, I really, my tattoo guy was supposed to come So we'll see. I don't want it to throw it off my game. You know what I mean? I don't want it to throw it off my 75 hard.
Oh yeah, because you can't like sweat excessively, right?
Why
Going to
not?
the gym, like going to the gym and stuff.
You could go to the gym. I mean, you can't go swimming. You can't no saunas, no stuff like that and mess it up. But I think after just a couple of days, you should be all right. But I'm gonna see.
Shout out to Pinky. She says the girl on Love and Hip Hop had a whole leg done, then was hospitalized after her body was rejecting the ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't want to go into full anesthesia and I not know.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's happens. That's that ink poisoning because the body's trying to heal. And you're not, because that's a lot of trauma for the body. We see it as a tattoo, but the body sees it as piercing, and it doesn't know a tattoo is happening.
Mm-hmm.
It just knows that it's going through a traumatic experience. So the body's like, So you can see those people that be going to Thailand, that be going all over. They sit down and I don't know if in Thailand they put you to sleep. I don't know if I would trust it in Thailand.
I seen a video. They was putting them to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, in Thailand. It's crazy, man. For once in history, I was up. I stayed up to watch the Conor McGregor fight.
I mean,
I don't know how I made it. I don't know how I made it, but I made it, Joe. I want to get your opinion on that.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, we had a major UFC fight this weekend. UFC is, they changed their platform. So now they did away with pay-per-view. So now everything is on Paramount Plus. And it seems like that's the trend going forward for a lot of sports. Jake Paul had his on Netflix. Terrence McCrawford and Canelo Alvarez was on Netflix. I think right now that's like one of the highest grossing or the highest viewed boxing event right now. Was the Terrence and Canelo one.
Yeah.
And, I think that there's been some solid fights and I think that there's definitely been some changes. But this one, we was looking at the return of Conor McGregor and we talked about that, just the biggest person in sports coming back and him. I don't know if you saw him talking, but he had found God now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So I was very interested to kind of see what was going to happen. I kind of felt like I knew what was going to happen, but they set it up to where he was going to fight Max Holloway. And, he had beat Max Holloway when they were younger. So now Max Holloway is a fighter who's still been fighting, still been at the top, since then became featherweight champion. One of the best featherweight champions, defending his title multiple times. It's going to go in the Hall of Fame. And Conor was on a 5-year layoff. So last time he fought, he hurt his leg against Dustin Poirier. And then this time, he's one of those people where he brings everybody out. And he brought everybody out. 15,000 people was paying for seats and stuff.
I was out. I stayed up for that.
So huge anticipation, right? When Conor comes to Vegas, everything is booked up. He has that economic power in Vegas, which is why I think that they put the fight in Vegas. And everything went good. Press conference was good, media run, and then the fight came. And he went out in 20 seconds. Counts as a TKO because he hurt his leg. So I think I've been thinking he was done personally. That's what I've been thinking. I thought he was done after the Floyd fight. Personally, just my.
So you think after this injury, he is no coming back from this?
I wouldn't say that he wouldn't get back in the ring again, but I'm sure we'll have another performance like this. Yeah.
Because does this hurt like the brand or his stock for him to not even last around? Like, will Dana White continue to book them? Because I know a lot of people was mad about like sports betting and everything. It was like he messed everything up. So like, how does that work?
Well, he has a 2-fight contract.
Okay, so he will be coming back.
Yeah. So I think that's the lure between entertainment and sports. And sports and entertainment are really good at. Floyd was good at this. Floyd was really good at promoting a fight, making you think that his opponent had a chance and his opponent never had a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And we all will buy into it. Like, oh yeah, this guy has a chance. So I think that Conor McGregor is really good at selling fights. That's what makes him the biggest star. So I think that he'll be able to sell the next fight. I don't know at what lengths, but people will still buy it because the way he went out, he didn't just get knocked out. It was an injury. So it's always now, and the internet is talking, what if I think he was injured before. He was this and that before, you know, so that always leaves it up to be able to say, well, what if he wasn't hurt? How would it have went versus just a straight knockout?
Mm-hmm.
So I think he was done for a while, but UFC is always going to sell tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the sport is always going to sell tickets. People aren't going to not go to a UFC fight because what UFC did was they made themselves the brand and not the fighters. And UFC says, we are the brand. And they did different than what NBA did. UFC did not allow really fighters to become bigger than the association.
Mm-hmm.
They want fighters to be big, but never bigger than the association. That's the reason why they keep their pay at such a low level.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why they don't do certain promos outside of X, Y, and Z. That's why these people have to build their own platforms. But then they still have to feel lucky enough to get called to fight on the UFC. So UFC has made it clear that they want to be bigger than all the fighters. So something like a Conor McGregor doesn't mess up, you know, their company.
Mm. Yeah, it was just surprising to me when I seen that kick, and then when they played it back, how he landed on it. And Max was actually a good sport about it. Like, look, he's injured, like, but I know you got to keep fighting. And then I guess he kept kicking his opposite leg, and I guess when he was putting a lot of pressure on it, he just couldn't land on it properly.
Yeah, I think we can learn something from Conor.
What's that?
Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
He's a master at marketing. Master at it. This man is 5 years removed from the sport, and it still ended up being like the biggest gate that they've had in forever long. So every single time he touches a stage or a cage, for that matter, is doing big numbers. He could be gone for 5 years and is doing big numbers. So we can learn from that from a business standpoint. Like, what is the magic behind it? What is he doing? How does he sell? So if anybody has a product, anybody has a business, anybody has something, there's a lot to be learned from that. And I think that the word that comes to mind is polarizing. Mm-hmm. He's very polarizing. And I think sometimes in our own areas, and I speak for myself too, we're afraid to be polarizing. We kind of feel like we have to appeal to everybody. We can't say this where it's going to offend this group. We can't say this where it's going to offend this group. But when we look at the marketing, even the marketing and the branding behind the president of the United States, they're so polarizing that they say we are only going to speak to this group of people. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like it, it does not matter. We're not trying to sell to everybody. And I think that nowadays as far as marketing goes, I think that is a very strong marketing tactic, is to be so polarizing that you only speak to your core people, and then allowing that to be the fuel that gets you to speak to other people. Case in point, Chud the Builder. Very polarizing. He only spoke to one group of people, right? Mm-hmm. He only spoke to racist nationalists who felt a certain way, but his stuff ended up being popular all around because if you weren't that voice, it stirred an emotion inside of you. So when I look at marketing and when I look at branding, I'm like, this man was able to come into the sport, become the biggest name, still be the biggest name. Why? So I think that when we look at marketing and branding with anything that we're doing, he's a perfect person to kind of look at and kind of study.
That's what's up. Shout out to Boo Man. He says Conor is such a character. He has a future in movies and entertainment. He also says people want WWE style athletes in all sports. That's a fact. I feel like WWE has a clear blueprint of how to build up a fighter and how to cross brand them.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it from the Rocks, the Hulk Hogan's, the John Cena's. They able to cross over and make movies and things like that.
Conor was very WWE, right?
Yeah.
Very WWE-esque.
Yeah.
And when he says, you know, people want that, is because it's sports and entertainment for a reason. It's not just sports, right? What do people remember most about sports, right? It's the entertainment factor of it. So, case in point, what's the biggest thing that people are talking about in the WNBA right now? It's that little. What's the little?
You talking about Angel Reese, or are you talking about from Indiana,
the blonde girl,
Caitlin Clark,
the one who did the point, Sophia something. You ain't see that?
Nah.
Everybody talking about that. She was pointing, Sophia something, I think her name is.
Let me see.
Oh, Sophia, I think she was saying, yeah, Sophia Cunningham.
Oh, that's my girl too from Indiana.
Yeah, she bad. Pointed? Yeah, so this is like the biggest thing that everybody's talking about right now, right? Because of a point, because of the entertainment factor. I'm surprised you didn't see it. So much so that she was a ring girl at this current UFC.
Really?
Yeah. And then she's in the ring. So Max has this famous thing where he points down at the center of the ring, which means like, let's get it in, right? He did knock some people out like that. So then there's a scene where she's in the ring, she's pointing down doing the Max Holloway point, and he's doing the point at her.
Wow.
I'm surprised you ain't hear about that.
Nah.
If you watch, is she single? Is she watching? Tell her she got a fan.
oh, that's your speed?
I go a lot of different speeds. I'm like a mountain bike.
All right.
I got a whole lot of different speeds. It depends on where we traveling. It depends on where we traveling. I can definitely switch gears. So we look at that as the most, like right now, that's the thing that's most talked about. And it was the entertainment factor of it, right? It wasn't a slam dunk. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. It's always going to be the entertainment. That's what people always talk about, which is why our president right now is getting, because of the entertainment factor of it, right? Like so polarizing, but yet so entertaining, you can't take your eyes off the screen. So that's, Boo Man is right about that. So then where can we apply that to our businesses, right? Where can we apply that to our products? When we come up with these great business ideas or these great products or whatever, are we thinking about that in our mind, right? Are we thinking about the buyer persona? Who is this product for? And how do we speak so directly to them that we cut through all the noise and we get them? You know, like Google and Meta ads allow you to do that. They allow you to geo target so well between, you know, who you're trying to reach. The ads are getting so crazy now that based off of how the ads look, that's what they're going to show you stuff to. So if you got an Asian woman in her mid 30s to 40s in your ad, in like your image, Meta is going to be pushing that in front of Asian women who are that age automatically, right? So when we're looking at our business and stuff, when we're looking at our buyer persona, who are we selling to? And can we be so polarizing in that space? And can we be so creative in that space that we stand out in the noise? Because if we don't, it's going to be a harder road for us. But if we do, there's a lot of success on the other side of that. That means that because nowadays products and businesses are all about branding. They're not about the product. So what is our brand, right? Like, what is our brand? Our brand has to be so strong that no matter what product we put out, people will get it, right? Case in point, and it's coming soon, if I were to drop a shirt right now that said something like "take a sip," right? That shirt would sell way more right now than if I would have dropped it a year ago, because we've slowly been building that brand. And when people see it, it doesn't even have to have our face. It doesn't have anything. They'd be like, "Oh, that's the Take the Sip joint," right? That's the brand that we've been building. So we've been slowly been able to build up a brand enough to where if I were to drop merch right now, it would sell more with just the brand that we're building was NAM than what we would have dropped just cold. Same way with Wrinkled. If you drop Wrinkled right now with the brand that you're building with showing your face every single day, people are going to buy it more because now people are buying into a brand more so than the product. The products are the byproduct of the brand. Whereas before, the brand used to be a byproduct of the product. If that makes sense.
No, that makes perfect sense. I don't know. We just in a new age, and I see like with branding, it's a lot of two-way collabs going on. Like it's a perfect merge highway. It's not done solely. It's either you cross branding with someone or you doing a collab to push that. And I'm noticing like that's the new trend now. High-end designers work with other high-end designers just to create that exclusive piece, as well as to co-marketing and expand the brand. So yeah, you definitely right. We in that era for sure. Shout out to Boo Man. He says, "I'll tell you one thing. We have been rebranding and revamping our YouTube presence, and our daughter has the most views this weekend on all of our vids. She is the star." Oh, you got to share the link.
Yeah.
Even though y'all was YouTubing now.
I got kicked out of the Patreon.
So you got kicked out?
Yeah, so share that in the Patreon. I got kicked out because they're doing this thing where you have to like merge profiles or something. That's going through this whole Patreon's going through this whole crazy thing. So I wasn't even able to log in, and it's like having me merge and then publish a page and then all that stuff.
Shout out to Aunt Terry. She says she's back. Shout out to Numerology Nation. Building my personal brand is why I act. It's beautiful to get to live my dream and better my legacy for my family. That's a fact.
Yeah. That personal brand is crazy right now. Crazy. We're in that stage, and you know, that's what I've been going through with my business too. How do I create a brand around the product? Because the product is easily replicatable. Anybody could do what I'm doing. Anybody could make why do we wear a Nike t-shirt over an H&M t-shirt? Why do we wear a Balenciaga t-shirt over a t-shirt from Ross or a no brand one, right? Like even the same, that's a non-brand one, right? Like it says it in the name, the branding, right? Like why? They both do the same thing. Nike in their advertisement, or Balenciaga or whatever in their advertisement, it's never features. It's never, why should I buy your shirt? Buy it because it covers your body, it protects you from the sun, it does this and this, it's made of this. Like, it's never about that. They're doing commercials talking about just do it. You're going to buy it because emotionally, when you wear this shirt, it makes you feel like a better athlete.
Yeah.
It makes you feel connected to Jordan. It makes you feel connected to the rappers that you see wearing it. You feel a connection. Same with Balenciaga, same with all this. None of them are talking about the features. Our shirt is better in the sun than Nike. Our shirt is nah. It's going to be the branding. You rock this puts you in this group of people. It goes from branding to community. And how can we replicate that with our product, with whatever we're doing? How do we replicate that from when I'm putting out my ads, when I'm putting my business out, I'm not listing features. I'm not just listing this does this does this. How does it sell without us listing features? What can we list instead that makes people be like, you know what? That's what I want.
You know, I'm noticing a lot of companies and brands, like you said, they're not listing it. It's more of who's in it, collaboratory, and they starting young. Like with Nike, you can get kids that's in high school that has a Nike deal, and based off of their athleticism determines what type of brand that they wear. And then it's like, oh, he's wearing it, let me start wearing it. Or like you may get a Ja Morant who's with Nike, or Drake who's with Nike, and they associate those brands with people, and it's like an easy way to buy. Oh, I seen this person have this jersey on it, or they have this Nike compression sleeve. It'd be the small things to lead to people actually tying into a brand. And as I'm noticing with me playing pickleball, I brought some New Balance shoes. Now I can't have a Nike hat with an Adidas Dry Fit and some New Balance shoes. So it's like once you go with one brand, you gotta coordinate and wear that brand from head to toe.
And who says that? Because that's an old school way of looking at it.
For me, I'm gonna tell you,
that was our generation. Now this generation is okay with crossing brands. We weren't.
Yeah, that's like a law embedded in my head. Like, and I still do it. Like, I'll wear my Adidas hat if I'm playing outside with my New Balance shoes. But I'm like, man, I gotta get me some Adidas pickleball shoes now, because I feel weird like wearing two designers. Like, you don't mix match designer. You just don't do it.
But why?
It's a code that's been embedded in me that I can't break.
Where did that code come from?
The culture.
Right. So now we're starting to get into the power of branding.
Yeah.
Right. So now there's something inside of you that you almost don't even know where it comes from. Right. You don't even know where it comes from, but it gears your buying habits. Yeah. That's the power of branding. Right there. We heard it in some rap song a long time ago that told us we can't cross. And then we probably got made fun of in school for cross branding. Look at this nigga with the no. Like we was in a bagging session. And then it stuck. And then we never changed it.
But you're right, but it's just a thing you don't do. It's like, I can't see you having a Adidas tracksuit with some Jordans. Excuse my language, but this ain't doing that. You just don't do that. That's like That's like jaywalking. You will get a fashion ticket. You just don't do that.
You don't, but the kids nowadays do. That's a generation.
I haven't seen no kid that's gonna wear an Adidas tracksuit with some Converses. You gotta
J. Cole does it.
Hell no.
J. Cole cross brand. J. Cole cross brands. Boom, man, help me out. Somebody.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that. I ain't never. See, that's a violation. That's just that's like law. You don't do that.
Look,
see,
I am not on the side. I'm not on any side here.
Hey, let's say this.
I'm not on any side here.
It's no debate. I'm not landing no plane.
Y'all fashion people, so I trust y'all more.
Yeah,
I trust y'all more. I'm not in the fashion world like that. I only see what I see in like Instagram and stuff. But from what I thought I saw was that these kids nowadays, they don't feel the same way that because I grew up in that same thing of not cross branding. I also grew up there. Right. So
now I tell you this, they will cross brand designer because they feel like if it's expensive, they may throw like some Gucci with some Prada on, but it's still crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I have seen that. Yeah.
High fashion, like sometimes you tend to get a pass, but it's still it's weird. Like now, all my clothes, if it's not something that I created, I'm going no label as possible. I'm going for contour and fit, how it fits the structure of my body. And now I'm noticing when you're in the gym more, things start to hug your muscles. So I ain't in that avenue of just like finding things. I'm going more of like no label brands.
Yeah. It's we're changing, and it's important for us to understand the psychological power behind that and what they've done for quite some time with steering like our buyer's decision and our consumer decision and how all of that plays, and throw in one athlete in one type of clothes and then another athlete in another type of clothes is going to encourage different type of buyer decisions. Mm-hmm. So when we look at all of this, we look at two things. One, how do we not fall victim to it? Right. And two, how do we use it to our benefit? If we are business owners, if we're anything, you got Wrinkled, you got the pickleball thing. So now you can start looking at it on a broader playing field of, okay, I make clothes and I design clothes for pickleball, right? That's too broad. What we're being taught now is that has to be niched down even more. Who playing pickleball do you make clothes for? Right. Because there's a big spectrum right now. You got the old people who are just trying to stay in shape that are coming. You got the old people who have been in shape and they're coming from a different sport like tennis or something. You got the middle age, midlife crisis people who want something active because now they need to get in shape. You got the midlife crisis people who have always been in shape but now want to do something different. You got the young urban people who are getting into it because it's fun and somebody didn't put them on. You got a whole spectrum of people now. So now when you're doing your branding, you look at one of those personas and that's who you target because they talk different, they do different things, they have different activities, they have different mind states. So when we're niching down our products, we're going to be like, I'm going for the midlife crisis person who has been out of shape and found out that this is active for them. And that's who I'm speaking to, right? Mm-hmm. And it's very polarizing. All of your ads have people who look like them. All of your ad copies have stuff that says things that they would say, right? Instead of something that says crushing it on the pickleball court, and I'm just throwing stuff out there, you say something like figuring this out or something, right? And it's the people on there with the clothes and they missing the ball, right? Like in the ad is missing the ball because they're not good. They're just figuring it out. They're just getting into something new. So that ad is going to register with them more so than it's going to register with somebody who has been playing, who comes from tennis, who this is easy, they've been playing pickleball for years. Those ads are not going to connect with them. Mm-hmm. So this person's going to be more inclined to buy. So when we look at our buyer persona, that's how specific we have to be with who that is. And then you make all of your branding, all of your voicing, all of that to reflect those people. And nowadays, the polarizing thing is to speak so much to those people that you almost in some way start to talk bad or intentionally cut out other people who don't fit in there. Mm-hmm. For instance, you make a shirt for those people and it says, who needs to play pickleball 3 days a week, right? Or something. When these people, they come every single day. So, and then it could be that person in the ad with a drink, sitting on the lawn chair with a pickleball thing in their hand, not taking it that serious.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, anybody who takes this serious, who take this as a sport, they might even be offended by that. Like, this is our life. What do you mean? Boom, boom, boom. So it's going to stir an emotion inside of them. It's so polarizing that in a sense it cuts them out. So that's kind of, in a way, how niche you have to be and now how to stand out in the crowd. So that's what we're seeing now. And that's what I mean about the polarizing ads and the polarizing brand, is that they speak so much directly to a demographic that it almost cuts every demographic out on purpose, but it steers an emotion. Case in point, somebody like Andrew Tate. You know who that is? Mm-hmm. His niche and his market is young men at a certain age who feel a certain way about women, right? So all of his stuff is geared towards talking bad about women. Women shouldn't be independent. Women should be working under a man, just taking care of the household. Women should be this. Women should be that. It's so polarizing and it's so niche that not only does he only talk to this group, but he intentionally talks bad or cuts out these other groups to now stir an emotion inside of them. So now they're connected to his brand, even though it's not for them.
I could see that.
So not only are you saying my product is for you, you're saying my product is not for you. Whereas before you couldn't say that, right? Whereas before you would get in trouble for saying that. Tommy Hilfiger, Cristal, all of these products that ended up openly coming out saying that they didn't make products for Black people. Right. This is not what their products are for. Nowadays, that actually will go very far. Whereas before you would get in trouble for it. But nowadays it helps brand more so than hurts them. If they say, if Tommy Hilfiger said, we made our clothes for the 22 to 23-year-old white man in college. We didn't make it for you jumping around in a rap video. Before, that would have killed their brand. Now it's going to make their target buy it even more. Mm-hmm. Because their target is like, this is for us and not for you. It's the same thing that FUBU did.
It's funny that you saying that. I was scrolling on social media and somebody said, man, look what Carisha did. And you know, on that song Spin That, she's talking about where all the scammers at with the Goyard bags. And literally everything on Goyard is sold out. Sold out. And the thing is, it's like, we do this time after time after time. We name drop these companies and we don't get nothing from it.
Right.
Jim Jones did it with the True Religion. Like it's a lot of brands that we give free publicity and promotion to, and they don't give back to the community. I want to know if Goyard is giving back to the local hoods in Paris. They don't have to do it in the United States, but what are they doing back to give back? Because they're making a lot of money off of our likeness and based off of celebrities and artists name dropping or wearing them.
And what we're learning is that some of them are influencers, right? So back in the day, it wasn't, sometimes it was by accident, but sometimes it wasn't. Like we would have product placement in the music videos.
Mm-hmm.
I would go so far as to say that product placement is now put inside songs too.
Yeah.
There's maybe Goyard even paid her to say it, right? So we're going to pay you to throw our name in this rap song or in this song or whatever. We're going to drop you this. It's going to pay this. And we just paid you to influence. And then they put a lot of money behind the song to get streams and stuff. And then one of the trends now is your song has to get popular on TikTok. So then they'll do something behind an influencer campaign to get the song in front of a bunch of influencers to do the same dance or something with just a small clip of the song. They'll test it out and then run it.
Mm-hmm.
And then run it. And then we sitting here as the consumer goofy thinking that this was something cool done when it was something that was literally planned from the beginning. Planned from the beginning.
I will say though, it ain't nothing like no Italian leather, boy.
I never had no Italian leather.
Man, you just go into the store, you can feel that leather. The smell, it's just unique. Just unique. Shout out to Aunt Terry. She says, I noticed in a low income community, name brands is a must. However, in a high income community, it's not that important to focus on name brands. So fact.
That comes from slavery. That comes from, we talked about this before, but there's so many psychological chains of slavery that we're stuck on. And that comes from the house Negro getting masses, hand-me-down clothes, and then now dressing better than the field slaves, and the field slaves feeling some kind of way, and then the house slave feeling some type of way. And then what happened after that is between all of that, blacks felt like in order to acclimate, we had to look like them. We had to dress like them. We had to do our hair like them. That's why even when you watch like the Malcolm X movie with Denzel, he's talking about why you putting that stuff in your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like what's wrong with the natural hair and the suits that you wearing and this and this. So we see it's another reason why, money does not stay in the black community. That's the reason why we have to try to find and do deep research on luxury brands from blacks and this is because the minute our money comes to us, we have to go and try to imitate massa and go and buy the Rolls Royce, go and buy the Mercedes, go and buy the Gucci, to this. None of them are black designers, but we have to go buy it in order for us to hold a certain social level that we think it holds. And that stuff seems, man, that comes way from our slavery roots.
I can feel that. Shout out to Numerology Nation. The most important niche are the people that follow our personal brands, and they will buy anything from you if they are a fan of you.
Yeah. And, Anthony, we was talking, and this is what I was telling him, especially with his product, is now people are buying brands, right? What is your brand? Not the product. What is the brand? And brands will always outlast products. And if you can go on and start getting people familiar with you, whatever your branding is, whatever, you just start putting that camera on you, start speaking it, start putting that content out like that matches, you're going to do much better than just putting a product up. right? Because people want the story. That's just how our brains work. Like when you wear a t-shirt, people want to have some type of story behind it. I'll give you a perfect example. Was it Tom's?
I remember that brand.
And the way that they got popular was the story behind it was for every shoe that you buy, we donate a shoe to this village. So that hit all of the social, economic people who wanted change. So now when people are wearing the shoe, it wasn't the best shoe. It wasn't the most creative shoe, but it had a story attached to it. So now they got a talking point. Oh, are those the Toms? Yeah, for every single one, they do this. And then they start to tell that story until the story tells itself. When people see them, they're like, oh, those are shoe that, yep, these are the ones that donate. And now the story tells itself. And now every time you rock it, you feel like you're helping the world, right? You're helping a community because this put shoes on somebody else. And that's the power of branding and even creating some type of backstory to the product, or if that's your target market, who you're going to hit and who you're going to help, So those are all things that all tie into branding.
No, you're right. I'm actually looking at the Tom's website, and I remember back in 2006, this was like a must have.
You remember that?
You had to have and they wasn't like the best looking shoes. They definitely had some uniqueness to them, but they had a story behind it. So it was easy for people to relate to it.
And, that's what I'm learning. So, this all kind of ties into the Conor McGregor, right? Like, we can know that he's done, but why is it that he still sells, right? We haven't seen this man fight in 5 years, yet it's going to be the biggest event. Why? Because of his branding, because of the brand, because of the story, because of how it makes us feel, to hear Conor talk and who it relates to. And when he talked about, I'm going to be the double champ, and nobody believed him. And then when he won that title, he got on the microphone and was like, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ doesn't apologize to nobody. And everyone goes crazy. He stayed in brand. You're right. We don't got to apologize. We don't got to be this. We don't got to do this. Polarizing. The king is back. Polarizing. That's his brand. I'm the king. The king is back. And that resonates, especially with white boys, right? Like, when you look at the psychology of white America, right, and where they are, where they come from, there is a reason why people like Conor and people like Trump and all of them resonate, is because the underlying psychology, especially of a lot of white Americans, that they own this. This is theirs. We found this land. This is ours. Our forefathers ran it. Our presidents ran it. Our guy, Christopher Columbus, discovered it. Like, this is ours. So anybody here owes us a thank you for us providing the best nation and the best country for them ever. This is their underlining core belief. They're not allowed to say that out loud. They can't, because it could come off X, Y, and Z. But when you get somebody like Trump who comes up and says it, now they feel something. That's how I've been feeling all along. That's how I've been feeling. When Trump calls some of these cities garbage cities, or some of these countries garbage countries. Minorities don't talk like that.
Right.
Anytime black people go somewhere, they happy to be out, because we don't get out that much. We don't ever see some, and this isn't all, I'm just saying in a general sense, but a lot of black people haven't even seen Africa. A lot of black people haven't even seen a lot of these countries. You send, because the hood is the way it is, you could send a black person to the favelas in Brazil and they'd be looking around like, this is dope, right? They're not going to look around like, this is filthy.
Mm-hmm.
This is filthy. This is, nah, because the hoods that we come in are very similar. So if you take us to something like a hood in a different country, it's going to be similar. We may see the poverty, but it's going to be very similar to what we're used to.
You got mountains in the hood.
And they like, you won't say it's trash.
Right.
Others will say it's trash. Right. So when you say that, you appeal to this group. You don't got to say it directly to them. You just got to say what they feel and say what they've been afraid to say. And that right there is how you could start to tug on that emotional cord.
Take a sip, man. Take a sip.
Same thing. Dr. Umar, same thing. There's a lot of, I'll promise you, Dr. Umar's main fan base is going to be black women. I bet you. And that's because he says about white women what black women want to say, because the people who hate seeing black men with white women the most is going to be black women and older white men, right? Mm-hmm. Those are the people who hate seeing a black man with a white woman. White boys hate it because they like, we lost another one. Black women hate it because we lost somebody. We lost another one. We lost another NBA player to one of them. He could have been with one of us. He could have helped the sister out. He could have done this. And the white boys see it like, dang, that's a problem white woman. Why is she with him? We'll never get her back. She could have been with one of us. She's race blending. She's doing this. So you look at it, Dr. Umar, he speaks directly to those two because he's saying what they both wish that they could say or do say in their collective groups.
If I do say so myself.
You know what I mean? Like, and then somebody like me, who I'm connected to every race. I've been to so many countries. Like me, I date anything and everything. Like I date a person, not a race. So to me, somebody like Dr. Umar doesn't register at all. It's like, I'll be like, nigga, you need to open your eyes more. And he'd be like, brother, your eyes is too open. You know what I'm saying?
He goes to your eyes is closed. Shout out to Dr.
Is that a bonnet, brother?
Yes, sir.
So when we look at all of this plays a major role in our businesses. All of this ties right back to business. So if we could tap into this stuff, because I know a lot of us are brilliant, we're entertaining, we have some of the best music, some of the best this, we have some of the best this, but I think a lot of us don't understand that marketing side of it. Mm-hmm. And this is the missing piece that a lot of people go to school for a long time to try to understand, even colors, what colors to use, why fast food uses bright colors in this, why nice restaurant uses slower colors. McDonald's, all of they use these bright, fast colors because it's made for quick service. Mm-hmm. Reds, yellows, all of these things is for quick. It's nothing about those colors that make you relax and chill because they want you in and out. Whereas another restaurant is going to play different kind of music. Might be a waterfall, might be this because they want you chilling and dining. So even the psychology of the colors plays a major role in decisions and how we react to stuff.
That's a fact, man. That what is it called? It's called symbolism and colorism. Those are real things. A lot of people go to school to study that and see what does this color does to the brain, or what does this symbol do to the brain. So you are absolutely right, 100%.
So we got some business people out here. Y'all keep this in mind when you creating your products, when you creating your persona. The one thing that I always say is, if you creating anything, just try to think about who your target customer is. That's what I always say. Figure out who your target customer is and then create everything around that, everything. And you will be much more successful in business. They say when you try to create for everybody, that's the quickest way for your business to fail. Your product is not for everybody. Your product is for a specific group of people. Find that group and run with it.
No, that's a fact. 100%. When everything hits, then people will finally hear me and want to work with me. But by then it will be too late. I'm giving lots of people the opportunity to be on the ground floor, but ego blocks it.
What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? We need you to clarify. And of course, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna switch the topic up. I wanted to know how your favorite artist did this weekend.
Who, Drake?
Jay-Z.
You know Drake, my favorite. Oh, Jay-Z? Man, same. I told you exactly what was going to happen.
What was that?
Did I not say exactly what was going to happen?
What was that?
I said Jay-Z is going to go up there and do some BS freestyle about his decision with Target. He's not going to address it like a man. He's not going to sit on stage. He's not going to talk to us. He's going to put it in some dumbass freestyle, and everyone's going to say, "Oh," and then they just going to forget. Oh, we back to disappearing.
Hey, this Rock Nation. We gotta be careful.
We back to disappearing. We back to disappearing. Hey, look, man, I need a co-host.
Hey, this Rock Nation. We gotta be careful, man. That's Rock Nation.
What we gotta be careful for? We low.
I'm just saying.
We low.
They get lower.
I mean, our voice is very small. We the last ones they care about.
And you said you seen them in Target, man.
Yeah, that's what makes me. I'm a hater. I'm a hater. I will say 100%. I am a full-blown hater. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll tell you why. Because the story and the messaging does not match the person, right? Take Dr. Umar. Imagine seeing Dr. Umar in the airport holding a white girl hand. We're going to be like, what was all that talk? Mm-hmm. What was all that talk? So you get a brother who's talking about, we need to start our own this. It's about black. It's about this. It's about this, but then won't even acknowledge another black person. That's why I'm like, don't come over here trying to play that whole black man is and we need a society of we and this. Nah, and then like you playing on that whole black. You won't even acknowledge a black man. I don't care how rich you are. I met Tyler Perry and he acknowledged the black man. And Tyler Perry is way above Jay-Z. Way above him. I didn't met. Money wise, yeah. Tyler Perry was before Tyler Perry was a Billy before Jay-Z was.
Okay, so your statement, you're saying Tyler Perry is more.
He was a billionaire before Jay-Z was. So when I said he was above him, rich wise, status wise, like hood people know Jay-Z. Right. The world knows Tyler Perry, right? Because he's in the movies and all of that. So the interaction that I had with him, he was respectful, even though he's Tyler Perry. So I'm saying, like, if you talking all this black man, we need to do this for the black. This is when 444 came out, but then nobody's around. So it's like, it ain't like there's a threat or anything. So for you not even to be like, peace, black man, peace, brother, peace, this, like, that's like, not even that. You know what I'm saying? Like, won't even get that. Like, they'll talk about the black man this and black man that. You won't even acknowledge another brother, you know? And I'm on TV.
Right.
Like, so you only acknowledge billionaires. That's a classist thing. That's not a racial thing.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So I'm a hater.
Shout out to Numerology Nation. She says, I'm a true entrepreneur. My personal brand is built and everything is about to pop off. And people I have offered to work with me and rejected me will all of a sudden want to help me, but I won't need it. That's the common story for everybody.
True.
Like, nobody is not going to believe your vision until it's off the ground. Unless you want some startup stuff and you got, some people that's like-minded, but I would almost expect that to happen. Like, don't even have nobody be around you until you know that that's gonna happen. That's when you know your brand is taking off, because it's like family, friends, people like, oh, I can work for you, and it's like, bro, I've been bringing this idea to you for years, and you wasn't invested. But as soon as it takes off, that's when people come around.
That is true.
It's just where it's at now.
Happened to Jesus too, right?
Yeah.
Like when he went back to Nazareth, they chased him out, and he was like, I can't even perform miracles for my own people in Nazareth. They don't even accept me. So, you know, people from our hometown never accept us ever. And it's just the cardinal rule of the game. But yeah, that's my Jay-Z rant. That's my Jay-Z rant. I knew he was going to do that. I sent you you saw what I sent you, right?
I seen it.
Yeah. I said it.
The freestyle was garbage. He did bring out some stars. He brought Beyonce and Blue out the first night. He cut his hair. A lot of people was talking about that. Second night, he brought out Eminem. I think that was dope. First night, he brought out Memphis Bleak as well. Second night, he brought out Alicia Keys. The third night, which was yesterday, they had a 3-hour delay, and he brought out Rihanna. So he brought out, I guess, almost Rock Nation. Shout out to Boo, man. I did see that AI video of Dame Dash, which was funny. Dame Dash reposted that. He said the best thing about the Jay-Z thing is Dame posting the AI video of him and Jay reuniting on stage, and child support cops rushed the stage and locked Dame up.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I did see that. Yeah, it's Jay-Z is always one of the best, going to be like one of the best rappers, you know, like he'll always be, if there's a Hall of Fame, he's in it. You can't ever take that away from, you know, just like if there's an R&B Hall of Fame, you won't be able to take R. Kelly away out of it. Right. Like,
right.
When we look at just the music and the talent side alone, it's there, you know, Jay-Z might have been one of the first ones who didn't write anything down.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Like, you know, so that alone, you know, trained Kanye saw that and was like, I got to do this too. You know, like Jay-Z have a whole song in his head done, ready to go. That's like on some different stuff. So,
exactly.
You know, but address some stuff, right? Address some stuff. Robin Thicke came up on stage and addressed a whole lot of stuff he was going through. Sit and talk to us.
Right.
Talk to us. You got a microphone in your hand. Talk to us. Talk to us.
Hey, man. I got something to say about that, but I'm a shout out to Boo, man. He said I was excited to see Jay and Nas and Jay and M on stage, and Jay brought out Jazzo. But you mentioned Robin Thicke, bro. This dude Jack Harlow is crazy, bro. Like random times he'll pop up on my social media feed singing like the most black song ever. Like he's still trying to get his card, bro. Like I think eventually we're gonna uncancel him. He's in New York riding his bike, got the Common beanie on with the wired headphones. He was playing something yesterday, and I'm like, bro, he digging in his crate right now with them classics. He trying like Jaheim or something.
Who? Jack Harlow?
Yeah, Jack Harlow, bro. It'd be the hilarious thing because I'd be swiping, and all of a sudden you see him riding his bike with the phone, and he's just like singing. I'm like, bro.
He trying, and he ain't gonna try for too hard because he gonna see ain't a lot of money in that lane.
I'm gonna tell you, it might. I don't know. I ain't no money in there. I tried to.
Ain't no money in that lane. It ain't no money. Like he's doing the opposite of what people do. He's going backwards, right? And his career is going to reflect that, which is why he was all on the New Balance commercials and all that. And now where he at? Sitting over here doing jazz bars in New York.
Yeah.
Like that's the complete backwards. Like that's not the direction that you want to go.
Most definitely you don't want to go that route. But
No.
it's crazy when you mentioned Robin Thicke. It reminded me of his song when he was in New York City riding a bike with the long hair.
Yeah.
So every time I see Jack Harlow, I'm like, bro, you. But shout out to him though, man. Sometimes you gotta go back when you mispronounce things and you don't know your craft. You gotta tap into it.
Yeah. And we'll see that R&B craft is, I think that when you are an outsider looking in, which he is, not racial thing, but just because, he wasn't embedded in that culture like that. Our 90s R&B in 2000 and the neo soul and all that mess hits. It's hard not to hear it or see the videos and be influenced by it. It's hard. The outfits, the culture, the parties, it was vibes.
Yeah.
It's hard not to watch that and be like, I want to do this. If I throw in an old school video, I'm like, damn, let me go get me some overalls. If I go throw on an old John B video and the niggas got the Scullies on with the Timbs, I'm like, oh, I need to go get me a fresh. It's hard. It's hard. It's like that mess was so cool. Like these kids ain't got that swag like that. Like we had swag, Jodeci with the all black, and then you go to the jagged edge with the big furs on, with the ski goggles. Like ain't even on a ski mountain, but it just looks so dope. Like, man, I'm about to go get me an Avarax leather. Like
100%.
So I feel him. I feel him. It's hard not to be in a position to be like, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And I'm sure they was like, Jack, that's cool and all. That's cool and all. See, where he messed up was instead of bringing those people up, he went back. So what he should have done was continue to create the music he was creating and then brought people like Jaheim on this into that world, putting them on his hooks, doing all of this. He didn't do that. He went to their world, and their world is not lucrative at all.
Well, I think he lost both ways because when you say you didn't know these certain artists, what was it like,
Right.
Brandy or something? It forced him. That's why
regular
they was like, look, you got to go back and do your research. Now he's trying to make content of saying, look, y'all, I'm doing what y'all told me, but it's not working out for him.
Because he did it after.
Yeah.
Not only did he do it after, but he said something stupid. He was like, I feel like I got blacker.
Yeah.
Like that's the stuff that makes you stand out, because it's not that stuff that makes you black. Like just because you know some R&B stuff that makes you blacker.
Right.
Like that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Like black people are, that doesn't make you blacker. It just makes you more cultured, right? You get more cultured. You don't get blacker just because now you listening to the Fugees. Like now you blacker. That's what every white boy says who hang out with black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally like you showed your color, and that's not what you say.
I wonder who his PR team is, because I wouldn't never allow him to come out like that because he had the number one record.
That's true. He was.
What up, Reem?
He was popping. What up, Reem? He was popping. Like he was popping, yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. What happened? Like they just went. His PR team failed him. They failed him terribly.
Shout out to Boo Man. He says that era was such a validation of how dope you were. These pop artists are looking for that validation and love.
Yeah.
These pop artists have no idea what pain is behind that soulful music. That deep soul was bred by pain. It's a fact. That's a factory.
Just like blues.
Yeah.
These dudes are sitting in here in these 5-bedroom houses, AC, loving relationship, happy job, happy life, and then say they want to sing the blues. Like, that's not how it works. Like the blues came because people were living in the blues. Like this is not music that you sing. It's a life that you lived. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't even know if you. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's enough said about that. You trying to sing instead of woo. So yeah, that's why DMX always he sung from the true. Like DMX's songs was about his experience.
That's a fact.
His experience. So, I'm about to get in my white bag though. I've been listening to some Black Keys. I was listening to some John Mayer. I'm starting to feel whiter now. I'm getting in my white bag, listening to some Avril Lavigne. You know what I mean? Listening to some Pearl Jam.
Oh yeah, you ain't playing.
Listen to some Vanessa Carlton. Listen to some Sheryl Crow. You know what I mean? I'm listening to all of them.
Yeah. I know you is.
I've been listening. I've been on this wave. I got look, I listen to everything.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to Boo, man. He says the reason the industry can't fake Baltimore Club, too much pain was put into that music for it to be fakes. I believe that. Coming from the voice, I believe that. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You can't really go against pain music. I was listening to the Future album, and that's one thing Andre 3000 said on one of his records. He put in the intro. He was like, what Future talks about is pain behind it. It might be trap, it might be pop record, but where his voice, his tone, that's all pain. And that's true, man. When it's pain behind it, you can almost recognize it. You can tell a fake artist from a real artist.
Yeah.
In any genre, you can feel that pain that comes through. So
yeah.
Shout out to all of the pain artists.
Yeah. Probably one of the greatest ones that we had in a while was Amy Winehouse.
Oh yeah.
Amy Winehouse.
For sure.
Her music was full of pain. And it was Amy Winehouse was one of the last greatest to do it, man. Her pen game was just different. Like she wrote all that music. People don't even realize she wrote all that, and it was real and raw. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Y'all know, there's a new soul group out, right? Yeah, they might be the ones. I think they go by the Womack sisters. You heard of them?
Nah. Shout out to Bobby Womack.
Yeah, that's his daughter.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't gotta say nothing then.
And Sam Cooks, I think it's his granddaughter. Something. Look him up. Look, let's pull him up. The Womack sisters, they killing. Woo! You talk about.
Yeah. They said, yes, the Womack sisters, BG, Zamani, and Kucha Womack are the nieces of legendary R&B singer Bobby Womack. Their father is Bobby's older brother, Cecile Womack.
Is Sam Cooke something in there?
Oh, through their mother, they are granddaughters of the iconic pioneer of soul, Sam Cooke. Oh yeah, that's a good concoction right there.
Come on, man.
You know what? I need to listen to that.
Come on, man. Let me see.
The Womack sisters.
Leave y'all with this.
They said Amy. Oh yeah, shout out to Amy Winehouse. Amy was different, bro. Amy was different. And another artist that passed away, new generation, is XXXTentacion. He had a lot of pain in his music, but that's for the newcomers.
Yeah, because they pay me different. Us old people like
You gotta stop doing that. You aging yourself, man. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Thing. It's a
I
generational
know
thing.
you can't
People
do
like,
that. You gonna age yourself, man.
Man, what do you mean you're?
I ain't saying you blew it. I'm just saying you knew it. And boy, you gotta know when to get to it. If I let you, promise I'm your one and only. If I let you, never leave you lonely. If I let you, hold me tight. Give me a love that will never end. If I let you, if I let you, let you.
Come on, man.
I like it. I like it. Look. Shout out to Boo Man. He said, "You know it's fire." Hey, Boo Man.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting on that. I'll be waiting on that.
Boom Man, look, Boom Man. I'm telling you right now, okay? Y'all hearing the inception right now. Boom Man, I'm calling you this week, and you and me are about to start a house collab group.
Ooh.
You and me are about to start a house collab group, okay? Baltimore Club is your niche. I don't even know what my niche is, but we come together and we do this house music because what I'm telling you right now, and y'all gonna hear my words, is that a lot of the house music right now is just sampling 90s music right now. They just sampling 90s music right now. They taking the lyrics, they taking this, and they just sampling it. But they don't know the B-sides. They only know what they going on Spotify and looking up and saying this and this. Like, they don't know the B-sides, stuff like this. So I'm telling you right now, Boo Man, we get together and we start collabing and start putting this out, and we're gonna blow them out the water. I'm telling you right now, let's do it. We're gonna make a group because I got a list of 100 songs right now that I want to remix, that nobody's really done or touched inside of the house world, and I think it will be dope. Nobody's sampled Camp Lo yet. Nobody's touched Camp Lo. Nobody's touched Barry White yet. Nobody's touched Pendergrass yet.
Hold on, man. Hold on. We live, man. We live. Don't give out the sauce.
Telling y'all, even if they want
the sauce.
Look, it can't be replicated.
No, what you tell me over the phone. You ain't giving out no more game.
Hey, look, that's true.
Look,
That's
see?
That's true. Look. All right. Boom Man.
Y'all go talk today, this weekend.
Boom Man. As soon as you said that, it hit me. I was like, why have I never collabed? Because look, I'm a start it, right? And then you're gonna finish it, and then we're gonna come together. Because I finishing songs is what takes me the longest. That's my weak point. I got 150 songs and I done started finishing them.
And I'm gonna be honest, I ain't never seen Boo Man turn down a collab. So he already say, "Let's go, it's on." So it's already done.
It's done because y'all probably don't even know because I don't advertise. The last one that I did was the Boots on the Ground remix. That's the last one that I did, and I didn't promote it. I put it on YouTube, and that was it. I didn't even promote it, and that was a banger.
Yeah.
So,
and you got about 3-4 albums, man.
I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff. I'm putting this business out first, so then I could be sitting on the beach, and because look, I got it on my whiteboard. At 50 clients, I'm at 296,000 a year. I'm gonna feel a lot better making music with 50 clients.
Right.
I'm gonna feel a lot better. I'm gonna fly out there and be like, "Boom, man! I'm coming to the basement. We're gonna work on music for the next weekend." That's the kind of time I'm on. I never wanted to be a starving artist. I never wanted to be a starving artist. And an artist hit me up recently, and it reminded me why. It was like, "Yo, can you vote for me so that I can open up for this artist on the boat?" And I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm not trying to be a 40-year-old trying to sending people text trying to get them to vote for me so I can open. Man, that we're going to rent the boat. We're going to throw the party ourselves, and then we're going to DJ that thing the same way I did in Hollywood. I'm not asking people to vote for me so that I can open up for somebody. I'm too old for that. Like, nah, man, we either we throw in our own events or our stuff is popping so much that I'm getting invited to the festivals. Like, skipping past all that. So, boom, man, we doing it. That's the end of the show today, y'all. Numerology. I know you sing. So did you send? I got to get back into the Patreon. I'm kicked out the Patreon right now. I don't even know if y'all able to get in, but it told me that I had to like republish the page and all that. So I got to get on. But yeah, numerology, send the music when they hear that voice, because we might throw you on the hook on the vocals, because that's another recipe for success. So hey, great show today, y'all.
Great show
Today, y'all. I'm about to get my first workout in. I started the 75 hard. So started 75 hard. I got 2 workouts I got to get today, so I'm about to go get to my first one before we start the first part of the day, and then so I get to my second one, y'all.
All right, man.
All right, we'll see y'all on Wednesday.
Hello.